Community Referral by Paramedics program. See the whole call. All paramedics are community paramedics. We now have an additional tool to better serve people in our communities. During 911 calls, we are in the position to assess patient vulnerability and seniors at risk. We can then make referrals to the Community Care Access Center, CCAC, and other agencies on behalf of the patient with their consent. Paramedics can see the whole call.
Ambulance, is this an emergency?
Hi, yes, I need an ambulance, please.
Is the patient awake?
I can't actually get access to him. I came to check on him, and I can see him on the floor, but he's awake and moving around.
And can you tell me what happened?
I don't know exactly what happened. I haven't seen him in a little bit, and I regularly check on him, so I came over, and I couldn't get in. He wouldn't answer the door, but I can see him. He's had a fall or something.
You have no access there, like a key or anything to get in the apartment?
I actually do have a key. It's just going to take me a few minutes to go back to my place and get
Okay, we are on the way. If anything else changes, you call me back at 911, please.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
05, code 3 in Woodstock, Main Street for a fall, code 3, 916.
London 1005 is on the air.
1005, your code 3, please, in Woodstock, 693 Main Street, 693 Main, cross of Wellington.
Often people call 911 when they don't know where else to turn. They may not be aware of additional services that are available. Factors that affect safe, independent living can be subtle. By using your observation skills, you can determine if a referral for assistance is needed. Paramedics are in the unique position to see the whole call.
Hello. Hello.
Hi there.
The one that called, I came by to check on John, and he didn't answer the door, so I ran around the side, and I saw him lying on the floor in that front room there.
Okay, you're his neighbor?
I'm his neighbor. I've got the key.
You saw him yesterday?
Yes, I saw him yesterday.
Okay. Hello?
Who's there?
Just up here.
Hello?
Who's there?
Hi there, it's the
I'm on the
paramedic.
floor. Who's there? I'm in here on the floor. Who's there? Who are you? Can you help me? I can't get up. Who's there?
Hi there, we're the paramedics, sir.
Are you hurt?
I just fell and I can't get up.
Do you remember what happened?
I think I tripped over my footstool.
Your legs are okay here, John? They don't hurt?
No.
Okay. We're gonna help you to sit up, okay? Here we go. Okay, you okay?
I don't know what happened.
Now we're gonna sit you up in your chair, John. The chair behind you there.
Let's get your feet underneath you.
Okay, John. We're gonna stand up on the count of 3, okay? Ready? 1, 2, 3. Push up.
There you go. And your chair's right behind you.
Back in your chair. Okay. There you go. You're okay.
John, do you remember falling last night?
Well, I think I just tripped on my footstool or on the rug.
Do you take medication?
I've got something for my heart, yeah.
And do you take it regularly?
I think so, yeah.
John, I'm just going to check your blood pressure. Is that okay? Going to get your arm out of your sleeve here. Okay.
What are you doing?
Going to check your blood pressure. Okay, and I'll just roll that up.
Do you cook for yourself, or does someone come in and cook for you?
Oh, I do my cooking.
Now, when's the last time you ate?
Oh, I think yesterday.
You think yesterday? Okay. And you took your medications yesterday as well?
I think so.
You think so. When's the last time you saw your doctor?
I don't know.
You don't know? Have you had to call an ambulance recently?
No.
No.
Just going to be a little squeeze on your arm, John, okay?
Now, does anyone come and visit you regularly?
Oh, Jen next door, she comes in. She comes over. She's a good girl. She comes over.
And how often does she come visit you?
Oh, lots of times.
Lots of times? Okay. Now, when you're finished there, could you go grab his medications and
I will.
have a talk with the neighbor? No, I think we'd like to take you to the hospital to just get checked out. Just to see that everything's feeling okay.
I'm okay. I just fell. I just tripped.
All right.
I'm all right.
I just don't think it would be a bad idea to go And maybe just get checked out, make sure everything's okay, and that
Don't want to be a bother to anybody.
you're not a bother at all.
John is worried that he may not be able to continue living in his home. Could a referral help him remain safely at home longer?
So the kitchen's back here. This is where he keeps his meds.
Okay.
Oh my goodness, I didn't realize it was this bad. There's no food in the fridge.
His medications are really a mess. Does he have anybody come in and help him with these types of things?
As far as I know, there's no one that comes in and helps him. And he doesn't have family nearby. And he really just hasn't been doing well since his wife passed.
Right.
I mean, I'm looking around and I see there's a lot of garbage and unpaid bills, and I don't think he's not eating very well.
Right.
So I think he needs some help.
There are services that can come in and help him with these types of things, such as cooking, cleaning, doing the laundry.
Mm-hmm. That would be great. That would be great because his laundry is actually in the basement, and there is quite a steep stairwell going down, so that's really concerning. So that would be great if someone could help him with that.
Normal aging affects the 4 domains of health: cognitive, emotional, social, and physical. To assess a patient for functional decline in these domains, phrase questions to obtain an objective response. For example, who prepares your food? By observing the accuracy of the answer with the actual situation in the home, you can determine what the patient thinks they are capable of and what they can actually do. The patient's daily activities of living need to be assessed. Basic activities of daily living or battles can be remembered by the mnemonic death: dressing, eating, ambulating, toileting, and hygiene. If your patient cannot perform these basic activities, their ability to live without assistance is severely compromised. Instrumental activities of daily living, or IADLs, uses the mnemonic SHAFT: shopping, housekeeping, account, food preparation, and transportation. The patient's inability to perform these tasks does not indicate an immediate threat, but it is still a threat. As a paramedic, you most likely have honed your observational skills to be aware of safety issues for yourself and also the public you serve. While environmental assessments are usually completed to ensure the scene is safe, there are other factors that can be assessed to determine life safety issues for older adults. Did you see the threats to John's safety throughout his home? Remember the mnemonics SHAFT and death. Unshoveled sidewalk. John has not been out of his house recently, and he is unable to clear even small amounts of snow from his walkway. Clutter and papers on the floor are not only trip hazards, but they can also be fire hazards for John. Loose throw rugs. Loose rugs and floor clutter are trip hazards, and as John's mobility decreases, they become more hazardous. By removing them, he will be safer at home. Unpaid bills. Is John no longer capable of maintaining his own finances? Is he able to go to the bank and pay his bills? Fire hazards. John has burnt towels and food already on the stove. He's been lucky so far. Food purchase and preparation. John is neither buying nor effectively preparing nutritious foods for himself. Assistance with food purchase and preparation would help him live safer and healthier in his home. Dwelling temperature can be a hazard. John has not paid his bills, and the heat is off. Elderly are more susceptible to hypothermia due to decreased muscle mass, poor nutrition, chronic illness, and side effects of certain medications. Personal hygiene and sanitation. John's bathroom has not been cleaned, and there are soiled clothes on the floor. This creates sanitation and fall hazards. These are just some of the hazards you may observe that would indicate that John needs some additional help to stay safely in his home and would benefit from a referral to CCAC or other agency.
Do you cook for yourself?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I cook.
You cook for yourself. Now, when's the last time you ate?
Oh, I ate yesterday.
So you do all the cleaning?
Yeah, I think so.
Even the laundry? You do everything by yourself?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I have to do that. Yeah.
Do John's answers match his living situation? He hasn't accepted help from others. Using your communication skills and giving him the reassurance he needs, you can convince him that a referral for assistance is a positive thing. As a result, he will hopefully consent to a referral. The paramedics assessing older patients at risk of independence loss peril study was completed at Sunnybrook under leading investigator Dr. Jacques Lee. This study looked at 42 factors that may contribute to increased risk of hospital admission or loss of independence. Of those 42 factors, 3 were strongly correlated with high risk of adverse outcome. The questions are: is there any reason that might cause you to believe that the individual cannot safely remain at home? This is the strongest and most subjective question. The paramedic's intuition is often the best indicator of potential future risk to the patient. Are the individual's medications disorganized? Has the individual called 911 in the last 30 days? When these questions are considered, the study indicated that if 3 out of 3 are answered yes, there is a 93% chance of an adverse outcome in the next 30 days. If 2 out of 3 are answered yes, there is a 54% chance of an adverse outcome in the next 30 days. In this scenario, the answers are yes 3 out of 3 times. Thus, an adverse outcome is inevitable. If the answer is yes for at least 2 out of 3, the paramedic should request consent for a referral. Peril is just a tool. If the paramedics feel that a referral would be beneficial for the patient, they should request consent from the patient to make the referral, even with less than 2 yes answers. The Personal Health Information Privacy Act is designed to protect an individual's health history from being disclosed to others, except for those directly involved in their circle of care. When a need for care is identified by a healthcare provider that is not specifically a healthcare issue, verbal permission to make a referral is sufficient.